Alright guys, so we're preparing to do our first DIY project ever. We've been homeowners for over a year now, about a year and a half, and this is the first time we try to get our hands dirty. I mean, I'm holding the camera, she's getting a little dirtier than me right now, but so what we're doing right now is measuring the wall for the fireplace. It's gonna be an 8 foot, so that's the two blue lines that you see there. So the first thing we're doing is really highlighting everything we're doing. We already have a 7-foot mantle, and it is 7 inches tall, 7 inches deep, and we have already marked that on the wall. So the fireplace is gonna be an 80-inch fireplace, and she is doing the outline for it. Then we'll have a little bit of room, and we'll have a mantle there. We'll have a sound bar that sits on top of the fireplace, and then we have our TV frame. The red dots that you see there are for the studs, so that's the first thing you want to do. Well, not one of the first things you want to do is find all your studs. So we have 6 we're gonna be working with. We haven't gotten the materials yet that we ordered from Lowe's. We should be getting them soon, and this is gonna give us a head start. That's the TV that's gonna sit at the top of the fireplace. We're gonna be kind of challenged. I mean, look how close the TV is gonna sit from the ceiling. That's because we only have 8-foot ceilings. So one of the constraints we have here. We have also another constraint we have is our working area. We have turned our kitchen island into a workstation. So the fireplace that we bought is 80-inch electric fireplace that plugs in. We're basically gonna plug it in, and we're gonna cover it with Shiplap. So what's gonna happen is that if anything goes wrong, yeah, that Shiplap is gonna have to come out basically. And then, I mean, that's really anything electric that goes wrong is gonna require that we open some things. So now that we have the materials, the first thing we're doing, we are marking every stud as we've been making lines right through. We already got one of the boards up there to make sure that we know where the studs are going to be going. So we mark those with X's, and we're grabbing these older. These are 8x1, and we're just basically kind of following those lines that we already did. All right, so we have the base. This is going to be the anchor of the fireplace. So now we are moving on to the frame. So to build the frame, we're doing 7-inch blocks because they're going to add to the 2-inch, right? This is maybe 1 3/4 really. So we count that as 2. So we have 4 inches plus the 7. So we have 11 inches, and then the Shiplap will add about 1 inch. So we want it to stick as far as a foot off the wall, and we also have to consider that some of this, because we don't have a stud right here, there's a little bit of room there. So what we want is this structure to stick as far as 11 inches, and I believe that somewhere between this and the Shiplap will get to the foot. We're currently building the side of the frame, so we're attaching the 7-inch beams that cut-ups that we made. So we're putting them. This is an 8-foot 4x2, so we're just putting them 2 feet apart. We are using this 3-inch Spax nails from Home Depot. They are number 10s. So as you build the frame, you definitely want to make sure that you're making enough room on the corner there. For that 2x4 is actually 1 3/4, right? So you want to have that on the top, and you want to have enough room at the bottom. So we're just measuring before we cut it all to make sure that we're not messing this up. So what we're doing here is testing our measurement, making sure that we are accurate. And I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we just built the inner frame, and as you guys can see, this is the stud that we were a little nervous about because our ceiling is actually lower on the right side than the left. So we just kind of played a little bit with those numbers. I mean, very, very small fraction of a number, but obviously it makes a difference. And well, we're pretty happy that the frame fits. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it back down, continue the rest of the process, because it's actually easier if you do it down while on the floor. All right, so we're mounting the Shiplap. This is our first time doing this, and first time for us using a nail gun. All right, so we finally got the fireplace and got it installed. Those small poles here, they seem like they cost us a little bit of trouble when we were putting the fireplace in. I think one of them was a little longer. So what we did was we removed them and we shaped them, put them back. Basically, we put the fireplace in without them, and then just kind of snuck them underneath. All right, I am sitting in front of the finished product. It took my fiance and I about 30 hours to complete this project. Part of it was our lack of experience and expertise, and a few added trips to the hardware store that I believe that if we ever do it again, it's probably gonna be a little faster. But you know, we're very happy with the outcome. I want to say the total cost of the project was about $2,000. That includes the cost of the 80-inch electric fireplace. It includes the mantle, which we paid somebody $200 to do for us. It includes about $400 of materials and power tools, including the miter saw that we didn't have.